This one is a buckthorn, and on here we have some crown rust fungus, right? See it.
The fight against buckthorn, more on a student project trying to tackle the invasive species. Plus an expansion project at Mercy Hospital which should help make parking a bit easier for patients and visitors. But first,
we have 3 search teams, 3 dogs, rescue dogs.
After days of searching, the case of a missing Coon Rapids man comes to a tragic end. That tops CTN News is Friday, June 3rd, 2016. Thanks for joining us. 58-year-old Thomas Crew went missing Memorial Day weekend.
On Thursday, his body was found in a wooded area near the Coon Rapids Dam. Family members say Crew, who suffered from depression, disappeared Sunday night. He was reported missing Monday, the same day his car was found abandoned at the Coon Rapids Dam. Numerous searches turned up empty until late Thursday morning when his body was found in a heavily wooded area near the boat launch. The medical examiner will determine the cause of death, but authorities say foul play is not suspected.
The DNR is once again seeking comments on proposed rules aimed at protecting the metro portion of the Mississippi River. The meeting will take place on Wednesday, June 15th at 4:30 p.m. at Greenhaven in Anoka. The proposed rules, which have been in the works for several years now, will replace a 37-year-old executive order that currently regulates development in the Mississippi River Corridor critical area. The Minnesota legislature directed the DNR to establish rules related to land use and zoning, something usually left up to local control. This is the final phase of the rulemaking process.
A line of nurses will vote next week on whether to accept the latest contract offer or authorize a strike. The contract for 5,000 nurses in the Allina Health System expired on May 31st, and so far neither side has been able to reach an agreement on a new contract. They've been negotiating since February. The biggest sticking point is health insurance. The Minnesota Nurses Association says Allina would move employees to Allina corporate plans, which would have nurses facing larger out-of-pocket costs. Mercy Hospital is planning a big expansion project. At its last meeting, the Planning Commission approved a site plan for a new 3-level parking deck and a 40,000 square foot addition to the operating room. The main entrance and emergency room entrance will also be reconfigured. The parking deck will have 329 spaces and will accommodate patients and visitors close to the new main hospital entrance and the emergency room entrance, which will be relocated to the west side of the hospital facing Dakota Street.
The finishing touches are being put on a major reconstruction project on the Coon Rapids-Blaine border. Much of the work was completed last year on the stretch of University Avenue between 109th and 121st Avenues. University has been turned into a 4-lane divided roadway. A bike path was recently completed, but pedestrian ramps still need to be installed. Turf crews will be also out seeding and sodding, and in the near future, a final layer of asphalt will be laid down on University Avenue.
Filings for public office closed this week, and there will be a primary for 2 of the 4 city council seats up for re-election. In Ward 1, Denise Clint is not seeking re-election. 6 candidates have filed: Dale Cook, Jerry Pierce, Julia Stevens, Brad Kaskawiak, Donald Heikela, and Bill Mahaffey. In Ward 2, Ron Manning did not file. 2 candidates are seeking to replace him, Bill Kicker and Greg Leone. In Ward 4, Jenny Geisler, who was appointed to the City Council, is seeking her first full term in office. She's being challenged by 4 other candidates: Phil Rosar, Michael Benson, Jill Bjorn, and Chuck Philipsek. And for at-large incumbent Steve Wells is seeking re-election and will be running unopposed. Turning to the Anoka County Board in District 1, Matt Look and Marcia Vandenberg have filed, or Vandenberg rather. In District 2, Julia Brostad and Mara Schilling are running. In District 3, there's 3 candidates: Robin West, Niall Zickman, and Michael Harrison. And in District 6, Rhonda Sivaraja and Kevin Ryan have filed. The primary election is August 9th, and the general election is November 8th.
Some big money is being awarded to the class of 2016 at Coon Rapids High School. This year's scholarship drive raised about $173,000. The money is being given to 151 graduating seniors who are pursuing a post-secondary education. In the past 50 years, the Scholarship Association has awarded about $3.6 million to more than 5,000 students. The Coon Rapids High School class of 2016 graduates this weekend. The ceremony will take place Sunday at 1 p.m. at Mariucci Arena in Minneapolis. You can watch it live right here on CTN, and you can also watch it online. We'll have a link on our website, ctncoonrapids.com. A group of students in East Bethel is attempting to tackle an invasive species that's been spreading across the state.
The 4-H students are called the Buckthorn Busters and will be put their skills to the test in a statewide competition later this month. CTN's Jordan Rylance met with the students this week as they prepare for the 4-H Science of Agricultural Challenge.
The crown rust is this yellow stuff.
They're looking to rid the state of a major problem.
We're working on buckthorn, which is an invasive species here in Minnesota. And our buckthorn here at our house is right down here. We have 2 stumps here, and we are taking animal fat from meals, your meat meals, and just spreading it straight on top of the stump once a week, and we've done that for 30 weeks.
The animal fat acts as a herbicide, and so far their experiment seems to be working.
We have 10 stumps here, and of the 10, all of these ones, except for our one over there, have been proven that nothing's really growing off them.
The mission of the 4-H team is to find a chemical-free and family-friendly way to kill buckthorn, because left untreated, it can create a big dent in Minnesota's agricultural landscape.
Here is one of our controlled stumps, and all we did is we just cut it and left it to grow back on its own. And what it's done is it has grown up new suckers off the stump itself.
Buckthorn is a big problem in Minnesota because it hosts soybean aphids, which are a pest to soybeans and farmers.
The Buckthorn Busters will compete against 18 other 4-H teams later this month, where they will present their findings.
This is the one that we use to demonstrate girdling and what it looks like when you cut it.
The team has researched existing buckthorn in their community and hope to use their method to help residents remove the invasive species from their properties. In East Bethel, Jordan Rylance, CTN News.
The 4-H Science of Agriculture Challenge will be held at the U of M on June 21st through the 23rd. The top 3 teams will be awarded scholarships.
A Coon Rapids apartment complex has been recognized with an award for its recycling efforts. Summit Oaks Apartments was one of 5 individuals and organizations named Recycling Champions at the 27th Annual Recycling Recognition Awards recently held at the Anoka County Government Center. Several businesses were also recognized for their commitment to increase recycling, including the Anoka Culvers, which began an organics recycling program, several local McDonald's, and the National Sports Center, which added recycling containers to all areas of its facilities. One of the best patios in the Twin Cities is right here in Coon Rapids. The readers and editors of the St. Paul Pioneer Press recently named Kendall's Tavern and Chop House among the top patios in the metro. It is operated by St. Paul-based Morrissey Hospitality Companies, and it has been bringing in big crowds to Bunker Hills since it rebranded late last year.
There's a cool new restaurant in Blaine that's off the beaten path. The Sticks and Stones restaurant is open for business. It's located at the Ice House, which overlooks the U.S. Olympic training site for curling. Fogarty Arena took over the operation after Gabe's Ringside Bar and Grill left. Operators say it's a unique business model for a restaurant.
This restaurant venture is going to be a nonprofit, which is brand new to the state of Minnesota. There's no other nonprofit restaurants in here. So what we're able to do with all the rest of our profits is it's going back into affordable community athletics. So cheaper ice time, for the curling side, the hockey side. So really just kind of giving back whatever else that we can muster up and make at this restaurant.
They also plan to paint a hockey rink on the ceiling above the bar. The grand opening of Sticks and Stones is set for Tuesday, June 21st from 4 to 7 p.m. For more information, you can check out their website.
This week, the Coon Rapids Senior Center held a special event to honor seniors married for 50 years or more.
The wedding date was April 28, 1962. John and Bonnie Roll.
30 couples made the March Through the Arch ceremony at Thursday's Coon Rapids Senior Center. Together, they represent more than 1,800 years of marriage. The longest married couple honored was Jim and Bernice Holton, who shared a bit of marital advice from their 70 years together.
Well, I would say through any trial or tribulation, you have to support each other and keep on loving each other and growing stronger and more in love as time goes on. And keep the Lord at the head of the family.
After the Archway ceremony, the Golden Tones Choir entertained the crowd with a number of classic love songs. Out of the 30 couples who were recognized at the event, 10 have been married for more than 60 years. Congratulations all the way around.
Wow, yeah, that's quite a feat. Congratulations to them.
Awesome.
All right, we are out of time. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here again next week.